Hello, hello, good morning. Good Sunday morning. It's too bright to be in front of these lights this early in the morning. It's too bright. Hi, Emily. Hi, hi. Ooh, oh my goodness. Hi. You know what's so interesting? This happened the other day when I was like testing my live stream. I Someone wrote hi, just like Femme Dandy did, and it's showing up as like hieroglyphics on my end until I highlight it, and I don't really know why it's doing that. Hi, Luke Smith 556. Hello, hello, hello. You know what's so funny is people like obviously I like did the whole Victoria bit, but I haven't done it at all this year, but we're still Victoria in this house, okay? Mostly because I've stopped doing intros in my videos for the most part, unless I feel like I need to explain what the video is about. How's everyone doing this morning? How's everyone's weekend? Last night I went to my friend's new apartment and there was no central air and it was 80 degrees and incredibly humid. And this morning the texture of my hair was ungodly and that I had to re-wet it and now it's doing what it's doing. Just being a textured hair girl. What are we drinking? This is iced coffee with cold foam, like Aldi brand cold foam. The cold foam I think is too sweet, but I need to finish it. But I guess I also like sweet coffee. Except when I'm out, I don't drink sweet coffee. Like if I go to a coffee shop, I'm just gonna get a latte with whole milk. And that's not very sweet. But at home, I need to like make it taste like gas station coffee. Ugh, not awake yet? That makes sense. I didn't want to wake up this morning. I woke up at 8, which is like late for me because on the normal day I'm up at 5:30. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna start explaining the live stream situation. So basically what I want to do in these live streams is hello, bug. Have you guys help like pick out a face of makeup with me. That way, maybe in more real time, like if people are really interested in something that I have and want to see swatches, you can request the swatches in real time and I'll do my best. And then also, it's like a way to use my old makeup on camera in a way that isn't me saying the same thing over and over about it, where we're just like having interactions. So that's like the game plan. That's what I would like to do. I'm gonna start doing my brows just because to see if everyone else comes, or it might just be our little group over here this morning, and that's also totally fine. But Jen left the 10 a.m. live stream broadcast spot right open, and I said, let me step right on in because she's over in Canada on the other side of the country. She does it at 1 now. Did you guys watch it this morning? Jen told a story about this guy who like bought $12,000 in fragrances and then like weighed out clay, resealed the boxes and returned the $12,000 of fragrance. What a wild thing to do. People are so creative. And if I kind of was rooting for him, but he did got. Today we're using the UNLEASHIA, what is this thing called? Shaper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer. I don't know if it comes in other colors, but it is clear. And this was the only thing still on my face after the sweaty visit to my friend's apartment last night. If that means anything to anyone. My brows were still in place. Yeah, I saw that he like only had like 3,000 subscribers on YouTube and really was heavily pushing his Patreon. As I said, people are so creative. So, so creative these days. Where's my alcohol? So I put everything away. And I just don't live a life where everything is usually put away. And I've forgotten where away is for some of the products. I cannot imagine finding that much audacity, that dude with the fragrance. Yeah, I don't know. He is definitely something else. He's definitely, he's carving his own path. Oops. I think I need to hit this button on my end. Okay. Everything's good. And then setting up this live stream, I don't know why live streaming is like a really hard task for me, but every time I try to go live, some setting changes and it's like your settings are incorrect. And I'm like, I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. And so this morning I was troubleshooting because last night I tried to do one more test run and like it wouldn't open. I got this error message, but I figured it out. I figured it out. Good morning, Prep for Life. Jen switched live stream times as soon as I got a day job in makeup retail, so now I have to miss unless my shift starts late. But I'm a what's up in makeup hunter. Oh, you're in the Facebook group, Femme Dandy? Good morning, all the beautiful Victorias. How's everyone doing? Okay, so I figured that like I'm not going to go through everything in my makeup collection. I'm gonna throw a couple options up, and I'm also gonna do like we're gonna do a poll. So what eyeshadow should I use today? I don't know if I can prep these poll questions before I go live, so if I learn that I can do that, I will. Okay. So I'll tell you while I'm typing them. So I have bellabeautébars, and I'll show you after I finish typing. We have bellabeautébar Crystallize palette, which was PR, and then I also have Andromeda's magnetic. Can I type? Mineralia from Diva Rune, which was also PR. We have Ritual Defy eye sets, and then one last one, the Color Fix Stix. Danessa Marks Color Fix. Let's throw up a poll. Okay. I vote for anything sold at Macy's because I work there. I have a ton of beauty knowledge to learn. I feel like Macy's mostly has like Estee Lauder brands, and I don't know that I have like a lot of that in my makeup collection. So, Crystallize palette. Let's refresh our memories and mine. Crystallize palette. That's what this one looks like. And then here's what Magnetic Mineralia looks like. And then I guess I know that some people like are confused about the Ashen Ember eye sets, and I have 4 of them. I don't know why I didn't pull the 4th one out, but I have Cultist, Flora, and Olivine from Andromeda's collab. And then I have some of the Color Fix Stix, which I don't know if the shade really matters, but I have Meteorite, Mystic Taupe, and Interstellar. I'm at MAC today. I keep on asking when we are gonna get Kiko. Yeah, someone in my comments said that you guys were gonna get Kiko Milano. I'll leave the pull up for a little bit longer. I'm gonna prep my eyes while we vote. I'm gonna use like the Ulta matte veil. What is this thing called? The matte veil longwear primer. I've been using this for a while now. I don't feel like dedicated to it. I don't feel I mean, I think I've proved time and time again that I'm not dedicated to very many things when it comes to the makeup world. How is working at... So when you work at Macy's, you're not just designated to one brand, Femme Dandy? I've never worked like in a real... I only worked at Sephora, which there's like no counter situations. My like vague understanding about MAC is that like MAC's pretty like serious even at their counters about who works there. But I don't know. That was like 10 years ago. That knowledge is like from 10 years ago. It's not current. I tried. There's a video on my Patreon because I was gonna do a full face of Kiko Milano like as a brand review. And then I was like going through their website and I just found their website infuriating, which made me want to not which made me not want to review them. Oh no. I can't see all of the poll results. I'm a new Flex colleague, but I'm hoping to work at MAC, so I lurk over as much as possible and sometimes are officially placed there. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was like floaters. at the counters. But that's cool though. At least you have the opportunity to work in it before you might even be placed there to even know if you want to work at the MAC counter. I feel like the culture there is like quite specific. Now, where are all my brushes? Behind my beverages, which don't really need to be where they are. And I said beverages because, of course, there's multiple beverages. Uh-oh. Is there a tie on the poll? Please, someone break the tie. Someone vote. Someone vote. Okay. A lot of people don't want to work at MAC because the customers are more demanding or something. But I think they're my people. Well, I think a lot of times, like, the discussions about makeup on the internet really forget about counterculture, like makeup counterculture. And like MAC, they were like the supreme cool counter for a very long time. So I can only imagine they have like a very dedicated group of people who are at their counter that are very specific. So that makes sense to me. When you're like in Sephora, you kind of have to like have vague knowledge of so many things. And I feel like people who approach the MAC counter are expecting like incredible knowledge about MAC products specifically. I'm gonna grab myself a LaCroix. What's it? It's LaCroix, not LaCroix. I get this wrong all the time. I'm also gonna finish filling in my brows. What flavor? When you come back, tell us what flavor. Prep for Life. When Prep for Life comes back, can we ask? I hope they announce their return. Guys, doing eyebrows is so annoying. I like having my eyebrows again, but doing them all the time is so annoying. Annoying. It's like, what do you mean? Also, I have been tweezing them to keep the shape I want. How eyebrow hair goes back so fast? It's like I'm tweezing them every day. What the hell? It's so stupid. I placed a Yes Style order weeks ago and it still hasn't shipped. And I guess I bought stuff that was out of stock, but that was not clear when I made the purchase, or else I would have removed that stuff from my cart. So my Yes Style order will get to me when it gets to me, I suppose. Which is, I guess, just the vibe of a Yes Style order anyway. But I bought a bunch of stuff to do a Cheer Yep review. So that's what we're waiting on that for. Hello? Not my hand cramping. We're falling apart over here on this morning. Okay, the Danessa Merrick's Color Fix Sticks. Really what we're choosing? Interesting. Every time I do like a thing where I'm like, pick out my eyeshadow, um, I'm always surprised what people pick. Because I always expect people to want like big eyeshadow palettes. But I think a lot of you also like a very easy eye look. Okay, we're gonna, oh, it changed. People are popping in, they're voting. Every day with the brows, it never ends. Sometimes I feel like things morph into something new overnight. Yeah, it's like just some mornings I wake up and I have a unibrow. It's like, we didn't have that yesterday. In fact, there was no hair in the middle of my face yesterday. What are we doing? Okay, what happens if I end the poll? How do I do that? End poll. Okay, bellabeautébar won. That was interesting. That really went all over the place. Okay. Let's take a gander at her again. Again, this is PR. This was PR. Ooh. Man, I think I've only like used this a handful of times, but I've always liked it when I have. What do I want to do? So I have my truth is I can tell you the last time I used an eyeshadow palette in earnest. Except for like a shade in an eyeshadow palette. I need to wash my brushes in a severe way. Like, I'm gonna show you something and we listen and we don't judge, okay? But this is the brush that I used to blend out my color corrector on my face. Look at how so gross. It needs to be washed. And I know that some people like to spot clean their brushes, but most of my brushes are natural hair brushes. And alcohol, I think, messes up natural hair and deteriorates it in a way that it doesn't with synthetic. That's my like broad understanding. Okay, I'm gonna start with the shade Pyrite. Hello. How am I gonna do this? Pyrite is this matte right here. We're just gonna start building. Oh. I haven't done much this week, so I don't have a lot of fanciful stories to tell. Other than not my work, but people I do business with at work, they have been very annoying this whole year. And they're just like not getting it together. And then next week, my coworker who like does a lot of the same work that I do, he's moving across the country, and so he's not going to be in work, which means I have to deal with all the annoying stuff by myself. I want to see you use the big palette, but when it comes to my choices at home, I almost never choose the big palette. Yeah, I think that's maybe I don't know. I think I have not only like I don't want to say trained my audience, but I think my audience has grown because of like the way my audience has grown is because of my preferences, and therefore we might all be more aligned in what we are using on the regular basis. I don't know because I don't know. I don't think I come off as like a big eyeshadow palette kind of person anymore. I think there was a time I did, but it's these days, of course, it's like not really what I'm choosing. This is a really pale. It's coming off as a really fair pale lavender, which is really pretty. Maybe we're doing lavender, although we can still kind of go wherever we would like. I like lavender. This could be a big homage to Cam. She loves lavender. That's our lavender girl. Also, there's like a vertical version of my live, and it was just like, do you want to do a vertical version of your live? And I said, okay. I don't really know what that entails, so I hope it looks good. I can kind of see it on the screen I'm looking on. There's so much going on. It's like I'm doing a live broadcast. Okay, let's see. No, we'll put that back in this one. Okay. Do we want to go really light on the eyes? Because I could go into this rose quartz color right here and put that in the crease, but that would it would be a really fair look, which would be fine with me. But do we want to go bold? I mean, it is 10 in the morning on a Sunday. On a Sunday. I guess I probably shouldn't sing copyrighted material on a live stream. Do you think not Jessica Simpson, Ashley Simpson would even care? She just won the Masked Singer. Oh, hi, good mornings. I can't say all of that. Your name is so long and it's so bright. Maybe I can turn the brightness up on my screen. Let's try that. That didn't really help all of that much. But good morning, Sarah. Schurer's home. You know who you are. Good morning. We're gonna do light. Okay, light will be really ethereal and pretty. I agree. Also, I thought I had put the like live chat also on the screen, but I guess I didn't. But also, I feel like the last time I live streamed, I had that set up, and this time I couldn't figure it out. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, we're gonna go and I think what we meaning I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into rose quartz for the crease, which is like that lavender, and then I'm gonna smoke out the lash line with smoky quartz. Is that the name of that Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow I really like? Someone help. What do I like? What do I even like? You know, just to do the shameless influencer plug. My bellabeautébar, even though I don't get bellabeautébar PR anymore because I requested to not, my code still works. So if you ever want to save like a little bit of money, HAUTEMESSTOM. It's just my handle, no spaces. What eye primer did I use? I used the matte one from Ulta, the matte veil. The autofocus on this camera fights me every second of the day, which I get to edit out of my videos. But when I do like watch footage, like where my hand is really close to the screen, it then registers these as faces. But whenever my face is in the screen, it never registers. Like I was worried when I hung those up behind me for like this setup of my stuff that that was gonna be a thing that the camera would read as faces. No, no, it is indeed smoky quartz. Good morning, Beth. You guys are the best. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. Another reason I wanted to start doing like more live streams is like sitting, yeah, like sitting by myself and talking about the same makeup over and over again. Just to a camera, then I edit it and then I post it. Sometimes feels like crazy making. It feels crazy sometimes. Man, I wonder, I don't, these shades are really fair. Goodness gracious. Maybe well, I don't think I have a white eyeshadow primer right now, but I think that's probably what I should have used. Okay. Okay, just there, it's great. Thank you. Because I was like, huh? You know, sometimes it's like sometimes I don't feel like I've lived for 35 years, and other times I'm like, I very much have been alive for 35 years. I love this idea. I think lives are nice for community building. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. You know, I've felt the way I have felt about YouTube this year and last year and the year before that. So yeah, I think this is gonna be more helpful to me. And then the plan is to like edit these to post them as like essentially a regular video. I don't know. So that way people who missed the live and like weren't in the live chat, they can still watch the live and the live chat will be an option for them. But then like anyone who wouldn't want to watch, like I don't know how long we'll be live. Well, I'm until we finish the makeup is how long I'll be live. There's no I'm not like we're not timed today. I imagine there will be other times where I do the live where like I might have to be somewhere after and like there'll be more time constraints on that. But yeah, that's how I felt too. And then if people keep showing up to them, the plan is to like, you know, like we're doing it bi-weekly, so every other week right now. But if it turns into a thing where people want it weekly, I'll do it weekly as much as I can. So now I'm going into the smoky quartz shade. Just taking it like along the outer half of my lash line. Do a little baby wing. Just a smudgy baby wing. Cute. I have so much makeup on my like vanity right now because like I wasn't sure what we were gonna use. And now I'm like, where do I even, how do I even make up? Although this counter has certainly been in more disarray than it currently is. After like a reckoning or like a declutter, just the way the room is just so scary. Also, the child and Tiff are like playing upstairs. I don't There is like a sound dampener that I have on my mic, but if you hear them playing and screaming, everyone's fine. Just so everyone knows. This color is really pretty. It's like it's like a cool toned burgundy. Can we some can like a cool toned fair burgundy? Is that a color? Is that a thing that can exist? Can there be a cool toned burgundy? I know we make up color rules all the time in makeup and nothing is makes sense or is truthful. Okay. Oh no, we're not done with that. Why did I think we were done with that? So now we have to pick a shimmer, and I I want to stick with one of the lighter shimmers. So either that, whatever that one is named, I'll tell you in a second. That one does not look as. Oh no, this one, this one, or that one up there. Although I think the last time I used this on camera, I did use that shade. But I'll swatch them for you. I'm being nice. I hate swatching. So one of my big complaints about this palette is that it's so hard to read the shade names. So we're gonna swatch Moonstone, Sunstone, and Ice Quartz. And they will be swatched in that order going down my hand. Okay, we have that one. Ooh. Okay. That's what they're looking like. I think I like the top one or the bottom one. I don't think I want to use the middle one. I don't want to use Sunstone, so Moonstone or Ice Quartz. If anyone has an opinion, make your voice heard. Good morning, the squeak. Sorry, I don't think I've ever said the squeak is around in the comments a lot, but I don't think I've ever said it out loud. Now it felt weird. I need to perfect the baby wing with a semi-hooded eye. It's just less wing. I think wings on hooded eyes, just like a little baby wing, just, boop, it's like easier. Rather than doing a big wing, I think that's really hard to do on a hooded eye. You like Sunstone the most? Ice Quartz? The top and bottom look similar on camera. So I would say that Moonstone was more like the Fenty Diamond Balm in real life with a little bit of like a slight bit of blue shift. And Ice Quartz is like more lavender. Like I think you can kind of tell in pan a little bit more. So it was these two shades. This was the top one and then this was the bottom one. You can see there's a little more lavender to it. Oh, Natalie. Well, it's nice to know your real name, Natalie. The sweet. I don't know why. You know, I think it's like there's something about QU letters, like that combo. And unfortunately, I think I'm thinking of the word queef. Unfortunately. Okay, we're doing the bottom one. So we're doing ice quartz. Ice quartz. I think they still make this palette, so I feel like a lot of my permanent makeup collection is like discontinued and limited edition stuff at this point, which is, you know, bad for me. Well, but good for me, but like, you know, bad as a person who exists on the internet talking about makeup. So I'm gonna use the Pixie Epoxy from Fiorine. And I'm only gonna put it like right on the inner corner here. Not like this inner corner, but like the inner half of my lash line. And then I'm gonna tap it up from there because you don't need like a ton of this stuff. And then I like to tap it until it feels tacky and I feel like my eyelid is coming up. Do you see that? And I think that is when you should apply on like a tacky base. I don't know. I feel like when you apply it before the base is tacky, it like doesn't work as well. And I'm just gonna use my finger. It's pretty. Oh, my friends. I think we're on the path to making the right choices here. Beautiful. I saw the Chantecaille Lion collection. I want to see some of the shades swatched. Because I think I might like one of those, but also I don't really need an eyeshadow. two eyeshadow. I don't know that. Excuse me. The Chantecaille eyeshadows. If you have tried them and they are you thing, and they are your thing, I think they are good and worth it. And if you are not someone who does really complicated like eyeshadow looks, I think they do what they need to do. You know? Okay. Have you watched any of Sam Ravindall's collection content recently? Yes, I have. I will tell you. Well, actually, she's kind of interesting because she was like, "I'm gonna be really ruthless," and then she like kept so much. I mean, this is not like this. This is any content creator. We're just talking about Sam right now. Like, I'm like, declutter more, get rid of more. But I get it too, because there are times where I'm like, I want to declutter everything. Not everything, genuinely, but like a lot more than I end up. But then I do like I do like having some variety, but not, I don't want a wall of IKEA drawers behind me full of stuff. And that's not a read to anyone who does that. There's valuable content to be made with that stuff, but it's just not gonna be me. Okay. How are we feeling? Do we need to add anything else to the eyes? You let me know. I also am loving that Sam is back, by the way. Her story about the cats being food aggressive. I've never had cats, but it really kind of tickled me. Yeah, Chantecaille is really gorgeous. Okay, we're like satisfied. We don't want to add a topper or anything. Good morning, Melissa Mima. What if? Okay, let's add a little bit, and we'll just put it on the inner corner. So I'm gonna take one of the Danessa Myricks duos, not the duos, but one of the shadows from one of the duos. This is Meteorite, and it's in the duo 8. In case anyone is. Okay, wow. You know, do you have those moments where you're like, I am my mother? Me trying to read the bottom of this. But also it's hard to read whenever a lot of the print on the bottom of stuff is small, but also like there's so much, like I'm so bright in this room right now. It's like I'm walking on the sun. It's like just hard to see because of that. I'm just gonna put this on the inner corner. I'm back in the inner corner highlight. Let's do it. I mean, I know some people have never stopped, but it's just so pretty. I love it. I'd love to do a deep declutter, but I have no friends or family that really care about makeup, so it seems a waste to just throw it out or not keep it in my collection. So, some of my content creator friends have done something very smart. Like, if you have like a Facebook, like free Facebook group in your area, if you're just like gently used, sanitized to the best of my ability bag of makeup, someone will take it. Someone will take it, and then it's not your problem anymore. So, that's an idea. I thought that was really smart because I also think that sometimes, as someone who has given away a lot of makeup, if people, the first time you approach them about like, you're like, you could take any of this makeup, and if you took all of it, I wouldn't be mad. People are like, but I don't want, like, they're like, not that they don't want to, they're like, they would feel selfish if they took it all. And I was like, I am also a person who has once had all of this makeup, so please take it away from me. I actually, I mean, I wear glasses, but I'm nearsighted, so I can't see things far away. But yeah, I could read that. That's actually not even that small. It's just because I can't emphasize how bright it is, and to sit there's a light here, 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 and they're all at 100%. Because my room looks like it's pitch black if they're not at 100%. Like you wouldn't be able to see my face. Okay. I oh my god. I really botched the shave job under my nose today. Big yikes. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Guys, I bought my cellar water. What's that micellar water that everyone likes? And then I really thought I bought the right one, but I ended up buying Garnier, which I did not mean to buy. And I bought so much of it. Wait. Where'd it go? I swear I put it in one of these drawers. Oh, there. Good morning, Megan. Good morning, morning. An inner corner is the most darling, the most daring my eye looks get. Yeah, I mean, that is a good way to try something. If you have bright, fun, like duochromes, inner corner is a really good place to experiment with those. Oh, yeah. Well, I wet my hair to get, like, texture back in it after, last night. And, like, if I don't do anything, that's just what it looks like. And it's big and voluminous and gorgeous. I have gorgeous hair, if I do say to myself. Okay. Let's try to get my little outside of my face blood clots off of. Guys, I hate shaving. I don't know if I've ever expressed that on my channel, but I really hate it. Natasha, good morning. Guys, I don't know if I've ever said this like publicly on my channel, but Too Much Tosh and I actually went to high school together, and we had been interacting as influencers for like a little bit of time before we realized that we had gone to high school together. It's just one of those things. We weren't in the same grade. She's a little bit younger than me. So I think that was why we weren't connecting the dots as quick. But we were in high school at the same time. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Primer. I don't know. Do you guys really care about primer? We can do... I'm not going to fill out a pull option, but I do have a lot of primer options. So, shout out what you want to see. We can, of course, do the Victoria Beckham old version of the primer. Guys, I think I still might buy the new version just to try it. So we have that. Of course, we have the Trixie, which was PR. I love that one. So yeah, like, I'm a primer girl. I think I've been very open about that. I have the Vive in a jar. This one was PR. I have the regular Skin Nova. This was PR. And then I also have the Ritual Defeat. I think the Ritual Defeat actually would make the most sense since we've kind of gone ethereal. And this has like a slight blue shift to it. What are your thoughts? Discuss. I also love my ponytail's now long enough that it like actually like swivels whenever I swivel my head. For a long time, it was there, but it would just kind of like stick straight back. My hair is quite long now, and I can tell whenever I like see it from like when you see it from the back, it's quite long. But my hair was longer whenever I was like a freshman in high school. It was all the way down to my nipples, and it doesn't really come down that far. Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Diva. Okay, we're gonna do the Ritual Defeat one. I'm gonna put the other ones away before there's just makeup everywhere. For that one. So this is the Creature of Light, and it is in the shade Moonlit Creature. I like to do 3 pumps of this. Good morning, Lock Maiden. Oh, thank you guys all for coming. I was nervous no one was gonna come. It's like me playing just Party for You by Charlie XCX while I'm on a live by myself. I'm gonna give you a close-up of this because it is really pretty. I'm gonna let it set for just a second so you can see the beautiful glow. And after the redness of touching my face goes away. Do you see the sheen? Also, my eczema is like, I don't have any on my hands right now, which is, it's a rarity in this house. There's usually a breakout. Okay. Look at that glow. Oh, so pretty. I love Ritual Defeat. I really wish I liked all of their products. Like, some of the stuff is just a little bit too crunchy granola for me. Okay, I'm gonna do my usual color correction and then we'll pick other base products. Good morning, Nathan. I think it's Nathan, from what I can like surmise from your I'm glad you're liking it. I'm gonna use the Kosas color corrector in Magic. I'm just gonna do a dot under my eyes, and I like to do a dot of it in the center of my facial hair that we're gonna do most of the color correction with the Exa color corrector in Peach. It's a really good color corrector. I mean, I haven't tried like a ton of color correctors, but the texture of this is really nice and it really does the trick. I wonder if I mean, I don't really use green color corrector anymore, but I bet I would like that one too because they're really nice. I would cover. Didn't they do a body? I swear they did a body, like a big. Didn't they do a body lotion creature of light as like one of their vault release? Not a vault release. I swear that they did didn't they do a dry body oil of creature of lights? I just tried Ritual Defeat for the first time last week after listening for it for a long time. Love the products I got, cheek and eye products. Which cheek products did you get? Did you get the nectar balms or did you get the inner glow? Inner glow? Cream pigments? I think that's what they're called. Ooh, you just turned in the light and you did actually glow like a creature of light. I don't remember seeing that, but I wish they did like a body lotion you can mix a creature of light with. I don't know. Does anyone else remember them doing a body oil? I wish Andromeda was here because they would know and they would probably have it on hand. But I swear that was they did like a limited run of that, and I don't know if it will be like a product that will be available at any point. Oh, you got one of each. I don't really care for the nectar bombs. They're a little too emollient for me, but I really like the inner glow cream pigments. Where's my gross concealer brush? It's just so hard. I never know where anything is. Next live? I was about to say next live I'll be more prepared, but I think we both know that's not true. I think you and that. There's this one, and I don't remember who RuPaul was talking to. It was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh, she was talking to Gia Gunn, and she was like, "You and I both know that's not the truth, Gia." And I think that's so funny, and I think about it all the time. Where's my rose concealer brush? You know, I'm gonna find it as soon as I give up looking for it. I know it's a singe brush, and I'm saying gross because it's dirty, not gross because it's a singe brush, by the way. Good morning, Kelsey. It was only a lab access release, but a lot of times that lab access releases do become products for real. Oh, okay, it's not the same as Creature of Light. By the way, what else are you looking to stream on Twitch? Can I convince you to get into Stardew? Maybe. I could be compelled. I think I would like... Okay, hold on. I need to find this fucking brush, okay? But I don't know where I put it. Where it's gone. We'll just use a clean concealer brush, but that's not... I have a color correcting concealer brush that I like to use. And I just don't know where it is. Okay, we'll just use this one. Okay. So I've played Animal Crossing, and I know that Stardew and Animal Crossing are not exactly the same, but I have a problem with video games where you're like doing... Okay, for example, in Animal Crossing, like one of the components that one could do is like garden, and you're pulling weeds and you're gardening and you're pulling weeds. You know what I wouldn't do in real life? Pull weeds or garden. And so why am I spending my life doing it pretend? You know what I mean? It's like I don't even like doing this in real life. Why am I doing this video game? And I know it's like obviously not as like daunting as doing real weed work in real life. But there's something about that that like struck my brain. But I think if I was in community and we were all like laughing and while I was building the relationships with the people in the valley, I guess, I think that could be fun. But I don't think I would I don't think Stardew Valley is a game I would play like by myself. Like I don't think I would have fun playing with by myself. I tried to find you on Twitch. What's your ad over there? It should just be HAUTEMESSTOM, but I don't know if I might be hard to find because I haven't done a live yet over there. But if you do twitch.tv/HAUTEMESSTOM, no spaces, it should pop up. I wanted to love Stardew. It's supposed to be relaxing, but I was stressed by the hours going so fast. That's funny. Like, oh, the in-game hours. That's funny. We can do a co-op game sometime, not on stream. Okay, heard. And I'll do the farming for us. Thank you. That's what my partner needs to do. My partner needs to do the farming for me. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're now at complexion. And I have a lot of complexion products because it's my love. Okay. So we're going to pick a concealer. So here are the 3 concealers in my permanent collection. We have Victoria Beckham, Westman Atelier, or Sarah Creel. But let me pull out my box of shame and I'll show it to you. I'll show you my box of shame. So here's the box of shame, and this is just like a box full of concealers and complexion products that I can't bear to get rid of, but I also don't use all the time. But also, I have brands in here that like I wouldn't talk about. Like I have the Patrick Ta foundation in here. You know, like I have some Merit stuff in here. So, ooh, let me see what other concealers I have. Okay, we can also do MORPHE. MORPHE. That could be the whole face if we really wanted to. Creature of Light. Not Creature of Light. What's this? The Sorcery Concealer? Virtual Defeat. We have that. The Make Beauty Concealers. These. The Hourglass in here. I also have this. The Suku palette. Suku? No. Décolleté. OMG, you're alive and alive. Yes. Can you believe? It is a box of shame. It is a box of shame. Yeah. So any concealers striking anyone's fancy? Does anyone have an opinion? I'll use any of them. That's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter. All of the here's what I will say. Everything that's in this box of shame I like. So well, except for one. There's a couple products in here I don't like, but you know, I will still use it. They will look fine. We'll make it work. You want me to hold them up again? All of your concealer options for me. I don't think I can hold them all up. There's so many. There's so many. There's even more that I can't hold in my hands. Have you tried Dramo Cosmetics and eyeshadows and lip muds? Is that Asian Beauty? No, I haven't tried a lot of Asian Beauty. But if you weren't here earlier, I bought a bunch of stuff on YesStyle from Cheer Yep, which I'm gonna do like a deep dive brand review on. So I'm getting into the gig, but I need to do it slowly at my own pace. OF? What's OF? OF? Wait. Westman Atelier. What? This is so weird. So Lock Maiden's last message to me is like shows up as weird code on my end. I don't know. And that's on YouTube. Like I'm looking at the chat on YouTube. I'll forever call it MORPHE. It is MORPHE. So if I use the MP, so here's the thing. Here's what I will say. If I use the MPH palette, that will be just the complex. I won't use a foundation on top of it. I'll just use this for my whole face. And it will be bronzer and contour. And then I won't do additional on top of that. Is that okay? Chinese. Drama is a Chinese brand. They make the best eyeshadow, better than Blend Bunny. Okay. Blend Bunny eyeshadows are really good. And I talked mad shit about Blend Bunny for a really long time. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll look into Dramo. Is it I don't know how to Dramo or Dramo. It's feeling very Midwestern of me to say Dramo. I bet it's Dramo. Well, I don't know. Someone help me. We're not doing MORPHE. Okay, we didn't like MORPHE being the one thing that we put on the face. Okay, that's fine. Is Westman Atelier good? That was the only other option that was thrown out. I also haven't used this concealer in a while, so maybe I want to use the Ritual Defeat one. I'm stoked for your Yes Style Cheer Up review. Whenever I browse Yes Style, I'm overwhelmed by the unfamiliar brands and wondering whether the cute packaging products are gimmicky or actually good. So, okay, so I've obviously had like pitched the idea of doing like a Yes Style haul brand review situation, not like a brand review, but just like buying a bunch of stuff. So I built a cart a few months ago, and basically my cart was full of like $500 worth of lip products, and I was like, oh, no, that's too much. Also, can you imagine just the swatch video? The swatch, my lips would be so wrecked from trying lip products, and then also having to film content of swatches both on my hands and on my lips. It'd just be crazy. So then I was like, well, I'll pick a brand and mostly do products from that brand. So I brought a lot of Cheer Up, but Cheer Up doesn't have a complexion product. So I did buy a mini of one of the Tear foundations. And then I did throw in a couple of products that I just thought looked cute that were not from Cheer Up. And I also got a couple powders because some of the Asian beauty brands still have talc in them. Just so you know, in case that is important to any of you. Okay, we're doing RDF. I'm making the final decision. I have the shade Potion. Nope, they're called Spells. Spell 111. And I know I've shit-talked this concealer brush for a while, but I have come around to it. I think just one of the bristles was really stiff when I first got it. It's the LCO1. This was PR. But this is one of their synthetic brushes. I don't really like their natural fiber brushes. I really like their synthetic ones, and I hope they come out with more options and styles in their synthetics. Prammy 100-gram powder with 100 grams. I don't remember which brands I bought. I did buy a lavender powder because I wanted to try it because I've only used pink, and I was like, well, maybe I'll like lavender. And then I bought another one that was just translucent, and I don't remember which brands I bought, but neither one of them were, because the Cheer Up doesn't really seem to be in like the base game. $100 grams. Guys, 100 grams of product is like 10 times what we get. Here's this one from Wet n Wild. This one's 20 grams, so it's 5 times this. How much is it? Do you know off the top of your head? Or like about how much you've paid for it before? Oh yeah, Coke and Dough is really inexpensive on Yes Style if any of you really like Coke and Dough. Okay, we love lavender powders. I'm excited to try it. I like the pink one. I do like pink, but it almost feels like, I don't know. You should have like, I guess isn't that just transition blush? I'm like, you should have a color of under eye powder that matches your blush, but I think we just had a controversy about that. 12 to 14 euros. Oh yeah, that seems very, very, very. Honestly, I respect a brand sticking to a category they do know how to do well rather than trying to throw bad products out there. I agree. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say that Cheer Up needs to make a base product. I'm just saying, like, I was already buying from Yes Style. But you know what I forgot to buy? They make a mascara, like this one, like the metal one, Judy Doll, or Juicy. I don't remember which brand. And I was like, oh, I need to remember to add that to my cart, and I sure didn't. And then I also accidentally bought one of the shades of eyeshadow from Cheer Up 3 times. So I'm gonna have to find homes for those. Hopefully it's a good eyeshadow. What's everyone's coffee order? Since I'm drinking my coffee order, I made it. It's not an order. I made that. But what are you guys drinking? Okay. So, did anyone see in the box of shame a foundation that they would want? Of course, I have my two mainstays, the Surratt and the Victoria Beckham. Or we could do the V one. Shall we go back to the box of shame? We have NAR. We have NARS. We have NARS. We have Vive. We have About Face PR. About Face PR. I don't want to wear that one, so I'm not going to let you pick it. I'm not going to let you pick this one either. This was the worst foundation I ever tried. I never featured on my channel because it actually made my skin look so bad I was embarrassed. The Live Tinted foundation is bad. Just we have the Soft Lit foundation. I have a couple of the Merit sticks. I have the tinted moisturizer from Hourglass. I have that, which I don't really like. And then, yeah. Girl Code has some pretty packaging, but I don't know where to buy it. I've not bought internationally for C Beauty yet. So they do have some of the products on Yes Style. I also, my understanding is that if you use TikTok and are willing to buy through TikTok, it's easy to buy Girl Cult through TikTok. Just bought the NARS Light Reflecting. Cold brew with coconut creamer. I want that. Coffee gives me super dreams, so I drink chai tea with vanilla creamer, no sugar. I get that. So I briefly tried taking vitamin D, and I started having terrible nightmares. It was like the only thing in my life that had changed. And as soon as I stopped using, like taking the, excuse me, as soon as I stopped taking the vitamin D supplement, I stopped having the nightmares. Isn't that so weird? I'm not like, I think there's value in vitamin D, but why was it giving me nightmares? Why was I having like psychological responses? Mint yerba mate. Is it yerba mate? Is that how you say that? Can. Mm. No one had a preference with a complexion product because I'll just pick whatever I want if that's okay. Not that these were your only two options. I threw out many. FYI, Girl Colored Lips smell and taste like rose. I was so sad because it's so strong. It's hard to use. Yeah, that would be a game. I don't know. Usually lip product scents don't bother me. Choice. You should also try Choice Beauty, Oddity, and Narimi eyeshadow. So I've tried a Narimi eyeshadow palette before. For weird lip colors, Hintor, which I had some of those in my cart when I built my $500 Yes Style cart. Carmella, Dramo, Girl Cult, and Kaleidos. I have also tried Kaleidos. Coffee, French press, medium roast with sugar, cocoa powder, and half and half. You guys are speaking my language. I'd love to see it. Okay, I'm picking the Victoria Beckham. Because we have not come to a consensus. Now, where did I put it? Funny question. Where did it go? Hopefully I didn't put it in there. Oh yeah, I put it back. That sound like close to empty. That's actually kind of nice. I've been nervous about this foundation. It's been fine, but like for some reason this Victoria Beckham product feels crunchy granola to me in a clean beauty way, clean beauty derogatory way. And like I've been using the concealer for 2 years and it like has not gone off, but like I'm concerned about this. Coffee at home, locally roasted beans brewed via single cup V60. Oh, you are a coffee person. V60 drip filter with a regular milk and 2 sugars. There's a local roaster, but it's a medium roast coffee that I have in here. And I used the AeroPress that Cam got me for my birthday a couple years ago. And the Diva's coming back for my birthday. And she will be back in this home for my birthday this year, which I can't wait. Ugh, my sister. The Victoria Beckham foundation, I'm using the shade Fairlight 3. This definitely is not the right shade of this for me, but I was color matched by a person when I got it, so it's not bad. It's not the worst, but it's like just a little bit yellow on my skin tone. Cam is our barista queen. And then one morning when I was staying with her, I like got nervous because I made coffee for myself and I'm like, she's gonna judge me. She's gonna judge me the way I use this arrow press. She didn't. But that was my fear. I was like, I don't think I do it right. Espresso squad rise, AeroPress squad rise up. I made a concentrated pseudo espresso this morning and poured it over coconut milk. Do I need to be into coconut milk right now? That's what it's feeling like to me. Man, user arc, I don't know what your name is. User RQ6, you were really coming in with the recommendations. You know what? If you want to, you do not have to. If you want to like shoot my the email that's like in my description box, some of your recommendations, I actually would appreciate that for like the next time I shop 3S style. Because I will not remember what we're talking about from this live. Thank you so much for emailing those. I really do appreciate it. I buy half gallons of Commonplace's cold brew. They sell their cold brew in half gallons? I need to get myself. I need to try it. Because for some reason, I have an aversion of trying to make myself cold brew. I don't drink coffee, but my mom likes the beans at Allegheny Coffee and Tea. That's where I get my beans. That's where I get my beans. Weird espresso girly that's way too into having freshly roasted beans that are a single origin, know the farmers who grow them, which is currently a blonde roast. Puerto Rican. Wow. I didn't know my audience was coffee people. You guys are really coffee people. You guys are really coffee people. You'd be appalled at how I make my coffee. For sure. For sure. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna use Omen. I don't have options. That's the that is the option. That's what I'm using. I'm either using Rencilio Sylvia or Uten. That's a different language. Uten Nano. Uten Nano. That's my new drag name. Uten Nano. My other drag name, the drag name that I'm pretending is my drag name, even though I don't do drag right now, is Large. Simply Large. Large. Y'all will hate to hear I had McDonald's frappe today as my fancy coffee. I see you. I see you. Yeah, I just usually ask at the counter at the one in Garfield. I guess I didn't realize how many of you were like Pittsburgh people. That's cool. The one near the food co-op sometimes has them in the cooler. Noted. Noted. I don't live out that way, but so I'd have to make a special trip, but um that's good to know. That's good to know. But here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do for Cam. Because Cam likes Colombian coffee. So I'm going to get her some, but I'm going to get it ground at the coffee shop because I'm not putting that through. I don't like Colombian coffee. That's the thing I do know. I don't typically like the way it tastes. So I'm going to take care of my girl, but I'm not putting it through my coffee grounder. That's for sure. You're going to have pre-ground coffee at my house, Cam. I'm sorry. But at least you'll have coffee at my house this time. Yeah, this is Omen from Ritual Defeat. Where did I put that brush? I feel like I want to do my forehead. I think Intuition is like actually more the right shade for me, but I like how a little more visible this one is. And yeah, there's some rosiness to it. I'll do a swatch. I'll do a swatch. We'll do a swatch. That's what it looks like kind of at its thickest. Ah! I was about to say, tell them about the last time and why I had them buy the hair. But yeah, because I had nothing. I have nothing. I have no one. Ugh, where's my contour brush? Like, I use this stuff every time I do my makeup, and yet I still can't find anything ever. This is fine. I'm just satisfied. Oh, there it is. Large and in charge. And yeah, large. I just think that'd be so funny. Imagine like, welcome to stage, large. And that's how I would make everyone say it if they were announcing me. And then I come, and I would just be pretty. My drag is, I'm just pretty. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa. I'm staying at my sister's and she's has a fancy espresso machine. I'm not using it. It's too many steps in the AM for me. I always wonder, so Biscuit looks like a bronzer on me. There's a lot of warmth to Biscuit, and it would be more of a bronzer on me. I don't like them. I don't like the Westman Atelier contour sticks because they're bronzer sticks. I don't like the way they're labeled. And then I tried a different one of the new shades that they launched, and it also didn't work for me. It was yellow. Like, it showed up yellowish on me, which I hated. And I returned it, actually. I tried it earlier this year. What brush am I blending? So I use 2 brushes to contour. Where's the other one? The one I was putting it on with. This is where I can't find my brushes because oh, it's right here. So to apply it, this is a concealer brush. This is the Jumbo Concealer Brush from Sonia G. I bought this one. And then I'm blending out with the Make Beauty Concealer Brush, which was PR. And it's very heavy. These brushes are really nice. And they did a sale not that long ago, and I almost bought more of their brushes because I really like them. But as you can tell, I don't need any more brushes because I can't even find the ones I like right now. I just put Westman Atelier Olay on and I love it. It's definitely bronzer though, yeah. Well, yeah, that one was just, the color of that was so strange, and I liked it sometimes, but I feel like sometimes the light would hit me and I would look slightly jaundiced. Let's do... Okay, we have bronzer options. We could do the Simi Haze bronzer, which has been my bronzer of choice off camera these days, filled with my hair. And then we, of course, have the Trixie bronzer, the Gucci bronzer, and then this is a bronzer from a Japanese brand, and I can't remember the name. And then I have Grisaille. Your skin is looking fabulous right now, by the way. Any current products you are loving? Well, I used the foundation I used was the Victoria Beckham foundation. Um, honestly, this is gonna sound so hack. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how it's about to sound, but I really think the red light therapy mask has like made my skin look better in a way that makeup now just looks better on it because my skin is looking better. Not that my skin looked bad before, but like I don't know. The red light therapy seems to be very much working for me, and I didn't take before pictures, but I can tell. I use PHYTOSURGENCE Plume or Condensate for contour. That's a little bit too pink for me. I totally slept on bronzer is the Armani Powder Bronzer. Its lightest color is surprisingly neutral. Noted. I think I'm gonna just use... I'm gonna use the Trixie bronzer because no one seemed to have an opinion. After watching for a few years, I feel like I know Tom's collection almost as well as my own. Yeah, that's funny. I feel like there's some content creators where I feel like I'm like, I know what you, I know your makeup collection, even if it is huge. I think another way, I mean, my makeup collection in the grand scheme of like a quote unquote YouTuber is quite small, and I use a lot of the stuff that I have. It's featured at some point throughout the years. I use my current body all the time, and it was a splurge, but it made such a huge difference. Yeah, they wanted me to post about it this weekend, and they were gonna give me like patches, like a not I guess pimple hypochlor I don't know. They were gonna give me some kind of patch, and I was like, I don't know that I care enough about that. I want to try the neck one, the neck and décolleté one, but I don't think I've sold. I don't think I've done enough marketing for them, and not enough people. And that's not a complaint. You don't need to use my code or buy a current body mask, but I don't think I move enough product for them to send me another $1,000 costing product. I don't think they'll send me another one. I should try it. I should ask. I also want the hair growth thing. I mean, I think my hair is like intact. My dad is bald, and I was like concerned for a really long time that I was also going to be bald. I think I got my mother's genetics, which is in this scenario very nice, you know. But I still want to try the red light hair thing. Like I just want my morning. I want. I want the gloves. I want. This is how I want. This is what I want to be like in the mornings, just like covered in red light. Maybe I should get one of the panels. Maybe that's. Maybe the thing is, I just need one of the panels. um. Okay, we're on to blush. We're on to blush. Eye restore for the hair. Oh, I thought Current Body made a hair one too. I think I have a weird undertone. Stuff that should go pink doesn't, and just about everything that's supposed to be cool contour goes way orange. I mean, obviously, I don't know what your skin looks like, but Melissa, perhaps you do have slightly olive undertone. That sounds like what happens to people with olive undertones, but I have the problem where a lot of stuff goes orange on me, but pink stuff resonates as pink on my skin and doesn't usually switch. And I have a pink undertone. I would say. It never hurts to ask. Yeah, I know. No. Okay. It never hurts to ask. A tanning bed. But it's red light for you. Well, they make those. I think some gyms have them. I got a panel. As long as you don't mind not walking around, it's great. It covers chest and up. Use your PHYTOSURGENCE? Okay. Don't tell me twice. Let me tell you our PHYTOSURGENCE options. So we have Scorch, Wisp, Plume. I think this is Condensate. Actually, I might be wrong. Hold on. Yeah, we have Wisp, Scorch, Plume. What's this one? Oh, this is Sear. I was wrong. Sear or Condensate. Please let me know. Listen, if you think you're undertone, please let me know I have the same issue. Yeah, undertone stuff is hard, especially because it's like actually a lot more nuanced than makeup brands have like pretended it was for like the last 100 years. So I get it. It is difficult. And not only that, if you do happen to have an olive undertone, anything in like Sephora, Ulta, or the drugstore is like very rarely going to have stuff like designed for you. Although I've heard a lot of good things about Soshi Beauty for olive undertones. Maybe it's some of those products where I've only tried their mascara and I hated it. I also tried their waterline brightener, which is just a product category I don't really care about. Good morning, Bree. So the only thing is, we have like I'll swatch Scorch and Sear. They are a little bit warmer. And we have like lavender on the eyes. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work, but perhaps the one on the bottom would be, it has a little bit of like purpley pink in it. This one. Plume and I mean, I love Plume and condensate. You don't have to tell me twice to use them. I heard you say your degrees in my degree is not in social work. I was a social work major for a year, but I did change my major. And that is not what my degree is in, and I don't work in the social work industry. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna use Plume. I'm overriding. I'm gonna use Plume. About Face does have olive foundations, but I don't know about their other products, like their blushes and bronzers. I can't remember what I've seen people with olive undertones say about those products. So she just came out with an olive bronzer. Yeah, so she seems to be the people's choice for like favorite up and coming brand. It seems, because when I talked about what brand to review after the refi kerfuffle, a lot of people were like, what about Soshi? And I think the fact that I had hated their mascara so much, it really is shading how much interest I have in it. But that doesn't mean that their products aren't good. It's just I don't think their mascara is very good. Good morning. Yeah, I recently got color matched in the About Face foundation in an olive undertone, and now I'm confused. I mean, it doesn't have to change your life, but it might be useful information when you're making color choices in the future. You know, like I don't wear a lot of warm tones because my skin has a cooler undertone, but every now and then I like to wear warm undertones, and it doesn't really like mean that I have to only wear cool tones. It just is my preference, you know? It can just be, you could just learn your preferences through that knowledge. I'm gonna use the PHYTOSURGENCE Spectral Shine in that one. The pink one. I don't remember what its name is, but the pink one. So she's coming to Ulta. So I don't know if it's still running, but they were doing 20% off on Credo. I'm just applying this under my eyes and on the highlight area. We can still use another highlight. I'm just using it to blur the lines between my blush and my under eye. And then I'm also going to use it on the center of my face. K-Beauty like hints, Peri Para, and Flee have great more nuanced undertones that help if you have an olive golden undertone. There you go. Yeah, I got my color season, and I'm true autumn, but I don't like many of the season's colors, so I just make summer colors work for me. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I understand why people like really like the idea of like the seasons or whatever, the season undertone thing. But I think it's more of just like a, if you don't know what you're doing and you would like a guiding principle, that's like a really good option. But if you like don't care, then why should you care now that there's like this thing that is really popular that people do? Do you still have either version of Barba Papa? I do. I have the powder version still. I bought a shade of blush from Cheery Up that looks a lot like Barba Papa, and I'm hoping I can provide a lesser expensive dupe. But yes, I have Barba Papa. Here she is. This is my powder palette, my powder blush palette. So I have two blush palettes. It's so difficult. I'm tan with gray olive undertones, but almost every single foundation is orange. That would be tough. Yeah, like if you have a deeper complexion, but you have like desaturated skin, that's tough. Okay, do we want to do a highlighter? My truth is I mostly skip highlighter these days, but we have options, of course. We have Liluna and Doll Dynasty from HINDASH. And then here's my highlighter palette. Look at her. So I guess I had to tell you what these are because you don't know. This is one of the Gucci highlighters. These are both Ritual Defeat highlighters. This is the one Andromeda did in their collab. This is the shade Ghostlight. This is a Pat McGrath highlighter that was like in one of those kits many years ago that I repotted. This is the Surratt Torche Lumiere Diamante. And then I have two bellabeautébar ones right here that were both PR. And then this one from Lukey Lukey that's looking like it's had better days. And then I have the Nimue from Hannah Louise Poston's collab. Do we want to do highlighter? I just got turned on to the site Olive MUA where people make recommendations of shades that are good for olive skin tones and not just complexion but color cosmetics. I think that's really helpful because I think while foundation is really hard, I think a lot of people with olive undertones, it seems from the outside that like figuring out blushes and eyeshadows and stuff that would complement the complexion seems to be difficult. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, good morning. Tom, quick question. Hannah X Salt New York Quad I just got and wondering if you set the cheeks. It goes patchy if I do, trying to get longevity. I didn't really like the blushes. So I think I did set them, but I feel like by the time I was setting them, they normally had like disappeared on my skin. Like they did like not like to stay on my skin for some reason. I bought them made by Mitchell Curve Case and later and mixed the contour shades for foundation. There you go. You guys really know you guys know a lot more than I do. You guys are such a good resource. I don't think I want to put green highlighter on today. If we're gonna do highlighter, but I don't feel compelled to do highlighter, but I still have to powder my face. All of your depotted palettes are so satisfying. I think about doing that to my collection. It does take dedication, and then kind of once you're doing it, it's like easier. I think the biggest hurdle to get over is like you have to get over the idea that you might destroy something and you have to be okay with that. But also you can, with cream stuff, you can just smush it back in. And then with powder stuff, a lot of the time you can just repress it and it's not a big deal. Ah, Linda! Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Linda's trip to Germany looked very fun. And we chatted a little bit about it. Okay, I think I'm now starting to understand what the YouTube chat is thinking what's going on. It's thinking that people are sending me messages in a language other than English. And it's translating it to me. So the one that Nukuse just sent says to the moon on my end. And then when I highlight it, it says Liluna. We'll put Liluna on. I'm going to powder before I do that though. So, okay. The powders today for the under eye, for the face. Look at how little there is. There's not much. I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her when she's gone. And then I didn't even like her to start out with. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You never noticed, you never noticed her? I have another, I have two of them. This was at like Home Goods and it was $7. You guys need to hit up Marshall's Home Goods after Halloween because they got the good shit. Isn't that the blue purple Hindash highlight? Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. No, I was just saying earlier that like some of the messages people are sending me in the YouTube chat are coming through as translations, and I just realized what it was trying to do. But yes, you're right. You're right. You know what you're talking about. PHYTOSURGENCE Dust is my favorite mixer for orangey foundations. I'm not sure if it's right for your chroma, but def working with I have dust and I very rarely use it. But I could see it being a useful tool for some people. I'm fair olive and I go from sickly Victorian child in winter to warm bronze in summer. Yeah, I very rarely go outside. So I don't really have a problem with my skin tone changing, but I think I would either be white or strawberry color. Like it's like a horrific in between for me. I'm either white or slightly less white with the freckles. You know, we all have our battles in the world. And that some of us, it's just, we're a bunch of different colors. I hope I didn't set anything in that. That's so gross. My foundation was still sitting that way. Okay, Liluna from Hindash. I did buy these, just to be clear. I know I get PR from Hindash now, so, but I did buy these. That was in the before times. Where's my highlighter brush? Here it is. I feel like some of you are going to ask, so I'm just gonna beat you to the punch. This is a Sonia G brush. It's the Soft Cheek. Ooh, I've seen suggestions for other European music festivals. Good morning, Scribbles. Ooh, what's this? Live makeup? Yes, we're gonna do this. In case any of you weren't here at the beginning, this is gonna be a bi-weekly affair. In case, and unless we really like it, then I'll try to do it weekly. I just thought this was a better way to like feature makeup that doesn't get featured on the channel a lot, in a way where you guys can kind of interact. And we've been doing some like live swatching of stuff, so that's what we're trying. That's the goal here. If you missed that. Moving forward, yes, that it's no longer tip 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 to the moon. It's a RuPaul song. It's not very good. You don't need to go listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna use the Surat Nora Lash Tint. This was PR. But yeah, Judy Doll, I think, makes something that looks just like that. Bi-weekly? Yeah, yeah. Or weekly, depending on how it's gonna... Yeah, no, yeah. So, yeah, in case you haven't heard me say this, yeah, we're doing it bi-weekly for now, and then if we really like it, we'll do it weekly. I'm very happy to do that because this just feels to me like a better way to connect about makeup than making like edited videos right now. I'm gonna edit this down and post it for people who missed it. Um, but yeah, I don't know because you I've complained a lot about not understanding my place in the makeup space on the internet the last couple of years. So this is my solution is like, let's just connect in real time if we can. And if you can't make it, that's okay. There will be another, I'll edit it for you. You can watch it later. And then if you can make it when you can, that's great. I love a Sunday morning live. Or like, well, so I want to do Get Ready With Me is like where we are right now for lives. And if you are into lives that aren't makeup, I'm going to start Twitch streaming, like playing video games and chatting over there. My handle's the same. I'm going to do my first one this Wednesday at 7 p.m. and I'm going to play Date Everything, which I know is a game that's past its prime in the algorithm, but I I think it'll be fun to play, and it feels like a good first try at streaming with a video game, which I've never done. So I'm gonna do that over there. So yeah, and I'm probably gonna do that weekly until I figure out my footing over there. But I'm also not gonna stream all night. I'm probably gonna do like from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, just to so I'm not streaming all the time. Because I do have guys, I have a job. Like I have a full-time job that isn't either one of these things. But yes, I thought since Jen had left the Sunday morning 10 a.m. spot, I could fill it, but not with, makeup news, just me doing my makeup and we could all hang out. I tried the Judy doll and it made my eyelashes crunchy, but I have an aversion to most mascaras. I would say that, I don't know. I don't feel like my lashes feel crunchy with this mascara, but it does definitely stiffen my lashes in a way that I don't think a lot of mascaras do. It's a pretty bulletproof mascara. By the way, has anyone been watching Drag Race Down Under? I'm not watching, but I heard about it, Scribbles, and that sounded, excuse me, that sounds like horseshit to me. That's fucked up what they did. And not only that, who went home first after that? Garbage. Garbage. Oh yeah, no, we're not doing no, just Sundays at 10 because I don't often have plans on Sundays either. And then if I do, we'll just, we'll skip that week or maybe we'll find an alternative time. I'm glad you guys like the idea. I'm happy. I'm happy. This has been a lot of fun. I was scared that no one was going to show up. Like I said earlier, I was like, hopefully people come. I'm putting some of my makeup away before we finish the look. Hope you don't mind. Cleaning up after myself. Which, if you're doing your makeup, don't forget to do that because I'm really bad about it. But it does make your life better when you do it. But we still have to pick a lip product. So if you know my makeup collection, start brainstorming. What do you want to see? Let me know. Tell me in the comments and I'll pull out some options. Because if you thought the foundation box of shame was something to behold, I gotta tell you, the lip product boxes of shame are quite... Babe. Oh my god, thank you, user RQ6W for the P4W. Thank you. Thank you so much. Amy, good morning. I'm glad. I'm happy to do lives again. I explained it further, like this is not a reason to join my Patreon, but I'm going to leave it on the Patreon. But I do explain like why I had stopped doing lives for the last couple of years in that Patreon video. If you happen to be a patron, I like explain it in the most recent video that I posted on Friday. Okay, I'm gonna spray my face before we do lips. I use this. I need to get another setting spray. This is the end. Oh my god, I need to get setting spray. Okay, I'm gonna order setting spray as soon as this live is over. Okay, this is the 16. It's all you couldn't even read it. This was the SpongeBob collab. Oh my god, Lethal emailed me. Okay, so I need to email Lethal back. I need to email Lethal back, and this is from Lethal Cosmetics, and it's the 16-hour setting spray from the SpongeBob collab. Okay. Beauty brunch with Tom. That's branding. Now I'm just like fanning my face just sitting on live. Is this entertainment? Ba 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 ba. Gray tone for a lip. Well, let me show you. So, here's the box of lip liners. Here's the box of lip glosses and oils. Here's the lipstick box. Good morning, Star Cold. I'm glad I can help you get through things even though I don't know what they are, but that's okay. You don't need to share. You don't need to share your truth. Are we all agreed on gray toned lips? Okay, I'm gonna pull out gray tones. Well, I actually think that would be a good. Now I'm realizing a lot of my lip products are in purses. Okay. We also, okay. Okay. So, oh my goodness. What shade are you? Okay. Grungy. Gray lips. Okay, we all want gray lips. Okay. All right, so we have Ambitious Ash, which is a lip liner from Singe. This was PR. I think we could definitely use that as the lip liner. I don't love the Singe Beauty lip liners, but this color I just feel like it's quite light and gray. So if you are fair complected, this might be a good option for you. I know it looks a little dark there, but I don't think it looks as dark on the lips as it looks on my hand. And I also need to like do you see all the crap on my lips right now? So we could do that. And then of course we could do like a sparkly silver lip gloss. I'm thinking lip gloss. Also, we could just do a gray lipstick. This is M148. Although it looks a little bit green on me. But it doesn't look green on me in that swatch, of course. Folio. MAC. Femme Dandy. We have some MAC Folio. Maybe we do Folio. Oh, we're doing lip gloss. You want to do lip gloss? I just realized a few of the brands I recommended aren't Chinese, but Korean. Oh, that's totally fine. I'll try anything. I'll try anything. I'll try anything once, at least. Sparkly silver. Got it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Ambitious Ash all over my lips, and that so it's completely gray, and then the sheer silver gloss on top of that. That sounds like a good plan to me. I also have this option, which you guys might like. This is Portal from bellabeautébar. This was PR. And this is like purple, ashy. Actually, I thought it was more gray than it is. Maybe we'll stick with the gloss and the liner. Got it. Folio was my first employee discount purchase. Nice one. Nice one. You guys remember when we were all using lip scrubs? Like, in beauty videos? And now I just take a rough paper towel, or just like a regular towel. It does the job. It's not cute. I don't like that I'm doing this in front of you right now, but here we are. The lip scrub era. My favorite. What was your favorite lip scrub? My favorite lip scrub was a limited edition one that Lush put out. I don't even know if they still do it, but they used to put it out every Valentine's Day. And it was like, it had heart granules in it, heart-shaped granules. and it tasted like Coca-Cola, which I don't really, it didn't really taste like Coke because I like the way it tastes and I don't like the way Coke tastes. But it was so yummy. And then you weren't really, you were supposed to like wipe it off, and it's like, I'm certainly licking it off my lips and swallowing it. Sorry. I'll try anything once used to be my motto until I got asked out by someone who was MAGA and I realized I will not try. Okay, yeah, I won't date a MAGA person. Sorry for all the MAGAs in my chat that wanted to date me. Sorry to you. Oh, okay, wait. Which sparkly lip gloss do we want to do? Okay, so we have the Mob one. This is in Diamond Star Halo. And then I also have the one from Izumaya, the Lip Black in Metal. Okay, so the slightly sheerer one that's less sparkly is the Mob one, and then we have Izumaya's Lip Black, which is quite sparkly. Both are sparkly on the lips, just we have a preference. I've been looking for a really good lip scrub. Does anyone have a recommendation? I don't have a recommendation. Mob? Mob? Do we like Mob? Ugh. Swatching lip gloss is actually so gross. Especially when you have hairy hands. Hairy handling over here. We're doing Mob. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, Victoria / Frankenhooker 609. Sorry, your username was great. I love it. Okay. I think I need to sharpen this lip liner. With my glassy sharpener. Remember everyone was like the glassy sharpener? It's nice. It is a good lip sharpener. It's a good pencil sharpener, but such a weird thing to have like a lip sharpener presence. Like a... Ugh, I still had dry skin in the middle of my lips. That's fine. So that's Ambitious Ash by itself. This is Ambitious Ash from Singe Beauty. As I said, this was PR, and it's not my favorite lip liner. I have the Lush Cotton Candy one, but a washcloth probably works better. Yeah, that's like often what I do if they're really bad. I use the Elf Stick one, but I don't support them. I'm also team Rough Towel for now. Oh my god, jitters from an energy drink. I consume so much caffeine that I don't know how much caffeine I would have to consume in order to get jitters at this point. It's like crazy. Catrice 030, yours truly is a gorgeous gray brown matte lipstick. I use an AHA BHA toner on a wet cloth when I'm washing my face instead of using a dedicated scrub. I haven't tried the Singe lip liners. What do I not like about them? So they're very soft, and whenever you use them, like I think I've had to sharpen it every time I've used it. I've had to sharpen it for the next time I would use it, and I don't like that because like most of my other liners, whether they're eyeliners or lip liners, I can use quite a few times before I feel like they need to be sharpened again, and I don't feel like they have the best longevity. And there was also a slight bit of controversy with the shade ranges as far as like how diverse they would work on skin tones at the time. Like they're all quite light and they're all quite like desaturated. The Singe lip liners are too creamy. Yeah, they're just like not my favorite one. I wouldn't want to. If I spent my money on them, I don't think I would. have been happy with them, other than some of the colors are quite unique. And like that would be the only reason I would buy one of those. But Singe's blushes are really good. Like there's other products from Singe that I quite like. So that's the only dud I've really tried from them so far. What do you think? The LA lip liners are so fabulous that they even replaced my Victoria Beckham in Makeup Forever. I didn't care about the Victoria Beckham lip liners. This is totally what my Sunday morning was missing. Well, I'm glad I could help fill it. Can we get some tunes? No, probably not. Only because I don't want to pay. Here's I understand why you might want that. When I have used music in videos in the past, a lot of people don't like having the music as an underplaying thing. But a lot of the services that provide royalty-free music are now quickly pumping out AI music, and I don't want to feature, even if it's royalty-free, AI music on my content if I can help it. Unless I was like specifically making a video about like AI music, but I'm not, and so that's why most of them are, not all of them, and also that's just like a lot of work to figure out, and I don't feel like doing that. I'm switching from mainly posting beauty content to more lifestyle content. I'm kind of bored with most beauty content. Everyone posts about the same thing for the most part. I feel the same way. I really like the Glossier lip liners, and the Melt ones are pretty. I wish Melt was still at Sephora. Melt pencil. Okay, noted on the Melt pencils. Okay. The hair is still wet in the ponytail, if you can believe. All right. It was not a bad suggestion, Beckskane. I don't want you to don't feel bad. I'm just explaining to you, like, I've tried doing music, not on a live stream in the past, but just in my content, and I've gotten pushback on it. And I was like, I don't need, that's extra work. That's less work for me, honestly. It's nice doing makeup with someone, even if I'm not super active in the chat. I went with big lime green to smoky purple eyeshadow look with a bit of yucky light brown transition. Gorgeous. Well, that's the end of this live. That's the end of hanging out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. So just as a reminder, in 2 weeks, I guess that would be August 16th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be back here. We're going to do the same thing. I hope to see you all there. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your Sunday and a gorgeous start to your week. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Go forth.